Hi guys, it's Aegis here. So here comes another deck profile. This time I will be doing a Dark Irregulars one. If you have seen me fighting with Daku on his stream, then you probably see a build that is similar to this one. But since that I have updated the build a little bit, so it will be different. And of course I will also be uploading that fight video on my channel. I can't tell it's before or after, but if you see the link in the description, probably I have posted the fight video first, which likely going to happen, so you will see some changes that I made. So let's go into deck profile. First, starter, anyone you like. If you want a bat, you can use the bat, but I think Devil Shadow is a little bit nicer to have. Then I'm running 4 of the Scharhrot Vampire. Of course, it's the key, it's the main ride of the deck. So let's talk about his skill. First skill is when your battle phase starts, for each card in your soul, then all your friendly unit will get 1k. So if you get like 10 souls, then your friendly will get 10k each. Then next skill is when attacking as a Vanguard, counter plus 1, then you will stand one of your friendly regard, and if your soul has 13 or more, instead of 1 you stand 2. So this deck requires you to try reaching 13 soul as much as possible, as fast as possible as well. So you can basically just stand 2 units and do 5 attacks at least every single turn, and try to win from there with the high power boost as long as you start on the battle phase. Then next I'm running 4 of the Number of Terror. This card is already great before when we are using Bufas, and now he's just getting even crazier. So what he does is on Riga Circle and Guardian Circle, when he appears, if you have 10 or more souls during the turn, he gets 10k power and 10k shield. So not only for offense, can also be defense, but the 10k is only on the turn he appears. And the next skill is where his value comes in. Is when this card attacks the Vanguard, if you have 10 or more souls, choose one of your regard, put in his soul, and draw 2 cards. So that's a few things that we need to take note of. One, it's not a once per turn. So when you stand with Scharhrot, then you can use this card skill 2 times. If you have 2 on the board, you can use 4 times, which means for every single time you use the skill, you draw 2 cards in your twin drive. So like maximum you can do is to twin drive and draw 8 cards for the turn, and also you draw 1 card for the start of your turn, and maybe you get draw. So it's so easy to get so many hands to defense for a turn, and then next turn to put up your field up again and then do attack again. So this card is amazing. And secondly, because you only need 10 souls to activate this skill, so you can try to, when like your Scharhrot is missing a soul or 2, in order to get the standing 2, because you need 13 souls. When you have like 10 or maybe 11, then you try to use your Number of Terror to help feeding the soul up, so you can just get there. Then next I'm using one Hope on Them. This is a card that I haven't been using right at the start, but I always want to try. And since now I've been testing the deck a little bit more, I know how things works. I know if I can reach 20 souls or not. That's why now I'm putting it there. His skill is when he appears, if I have 20 or more cards in my soul during this turn, when my opponent's calling guardians from hand, the shield value will have to be exactly 20. So what they can call from hand is only 20. Even if they want to call a PG, they still need to put a mix of 20. So they just can't put a PG and just say there, or maybe PG plus a 15k. No, they need to be 15 plus 5, just a 20, 2 10s, and then whatever you want to add. but only 20. So this can use a lot of cards from their hands, and since you will be standing and get power, so basically a simple 20k will not be able to help them survive, because you need 20 souls for this skill, which means your front row will get 20k plus, and just that is already a 32k attack. And if you put a boost, then usually even if a force vanguard cannot just simply put the 20 card and say you got it. So they at least need to put an intercept or maybe 2, which is very, very important for you to finish the game off. And since Scharhrot can pump the power and withstand, they can't survive that long. And next I am running for the Emblem Master, still very nice, with high power, high shield value, and also kind of allow you to do protect 2 if you're not facing a clan that is going to retire or bind your board. So still very nice, and help you fill your soul with quality, because reaching 20 souls is important, and also there's also other key cards that we want to have, like all of the copies in soul except 1 on the field. So that's why you need Emblem Master, and you need to reach 10 souls in order to use your number of Terra, so ways to get more souls is important. Then I'm running for the Demon Executioner. So first time, I'm not so sure the English name. Need to check that out, but doesn't matter. His skill is, if he's on Vanguard and attacking a grade 2 or higher unit, then during the battle he get 5k. So he can basically hit key numbers in kind of guaranteed to hit Force Vanguard unless they are on grade 1, but of course if they are on grade 1 then you probably will hit anyway. And when he appears on Vanguard Irregular Circle, Counterblast 1 and Soul Charge 3. If you Soul Charge up 1 or more trigger unit, you get to draw a card. So you don't only Soul Charge, and you also fill yourself with some drawing. So very, very nice. You need to reach 10 souls anyway, and 13 souls. That's why you need this kind of setup to keep filling up the souls. Then I'm running 4 of the Icicle Resistant. So this is a card that I have not been running right at the start, but I also have been thinking of, like hold on them, because what she does is, as long as she's in your soul active, you bind her and you can get a unit for 10k. And you can just put all of your Icicle Resistant with Emblem Master easily, and when she intercepts and leave the Guardian Circle, she will get into the soul. So even if you just put her on the field, your opponent will likely going to attack her, which reducing the chances that you get your Vanguard get hit, which is a good thing. And if you are kind of lacking power when you do your hold on them turn, then you can use her, bind her to arrange 10k to some of your units. So entering great ones, I'm running 4 of the Succubus for Grave Researcher, because you want your main line, you want to draw cards, and you want to keep your winning condition there. So Grave Researcher is a lot better. Even though you have another Succubus that help you search up to 2 Grave Freeze and put 1 into Soul, but I think a just lock top 5 is easier because I don't lose anything on the field. Worst case is if I find a Grave Free, then I need to discard a card, but it's still a good thing, so I think she's better. Then I'm running 4 of the Yellow Bolt, simply because when Yellow Bolt attack grade 2 or higher, can Soul Charge 1 and get 5k, so they can just basically hit any grade 2 or higher, unless they got Power Pump, but based on base power, usually you can hit just by attacking and Soul Charge. And when right, you can Soul Charge 2, and if you Soul Charge the trigger unit, you get to draw a card, so it's like Executioner, but what you can do is start on grade 1. and when you ride grade 2 you can do that. So very helpful. You need to soul charge a lot. Then yellow bolt is there. VBD09 also got a double rare that you can use if you don't have money for yellow bolt. Then you can use that, but of course the efficiency will be different. But it's another option that you can consider. Then I'm running 4 of the Killer Tail. This card is like when I very first trying the deck even with NLK and something, which of course didn't work that well. I didn't put this in, but I do have a feeling that I need her. Reason is I need to counter charge because this uses counter blast, Ember Master use counter blast, Executioner use counter blast, and you need to use counter blast like every single turn. So a way to counter charge is important, but I think there's one thing that I need to remind everyone about this skill is the counter charge and stand skill is you need to put one card from your damage zone into your soul, and then if you have 3 or more Killer Tail in your soul, then you can do that. If you put something from drop zone, you can't do it. You can't do your restand and you can't do your counter charge. That's a little mistake that sometimes I do when I play DIs with Killer Tail, but I think it's good to remind everyone that you need to be careful when you use this skill, because if you put something from drop to your soul, you can't counter charge, basically. But counter charge is still a good thing, so I put 4 of her in so that I can use her skill, and as long as I have Ember Master, I have 1 on the field, then I can just copy 3 of them into my soul and fulfill the condition and just keep soul charging things from damage zone and counter charge. In for triggers, I am running 6 crit, 6 draws, and 4 heals. There's some builds are using actually like 10 crits and 2 draws, which 2 of the crit will be the 30k guard, and then 2 of them are PGs. But personally, I do like a little bit more draws here, even though I do draw a lot. So if you do afraid drawing too much, then you can put these 2 to another Blitz Reader to do 8 crit 4 draw, which is also fine. I probably will also be trying that as well. But right now, this is fine, and there's a little bit room for you to play with and adjust. Also, let's talk about some cards that I've been using. For example, I've been using Gilderay. It's not a bad card because I can pick a grade 2 or lower to call on my Radar Circle from zone. So as long as if I soul charge something that I really want, then I can at least use Gilderay to call that back by counterblasting 1. And whenever Gilderay attack the Vanguard, you can, if I have 10 or more souls, I can retire a opponent Vanguard. So it's also helpful with Scharhrot. I can just by using Gilderay at least 2 times by resending him, I can retire 2 regards, so it's not a bad option, but I find him using too much counterblast. So with this lineup, I can kind of limiting my counterblast usage and focusing on what I want to do. I've also been trying to use the promo. It's not a bad idea, because if I have more souls, then basically she's like Scharhrot skill doubled, which sometimes can hit very big numbers, and if you put a protect 2, then you even get more 5k, and she's 10k shield value, so it's already great. If you put a protect 2, she's a 20k shield blocker for a shield, which is very nice as well. And one of the bad choice that I made is an LK. not that I exactly forgot about the Scharhrot skill at start of the battle phase, and even the restanding is great with NLK and then to Scharhrot. But then the thing is, even if I just put 2 NLK and expecting to go Scharhrot first and then go to NLK and rewrite into Scharhrot and finish my opponents off, what I always face is I write NLK because I didn't draw into my Scharhrot. So the test result is very, very bad. So I don't suggest people use NLK in your build. So yeah, that's basically the deck list, and let's see what we can do with this deck with different timing. So when you start your turn from grade 0, what you want to write is probably a succubus for you to search at grade 3, or even the best, to write your yellow bolt so that you can use the unwrite skill to soul charge 2 next turn. And then depending if you have a killer tail in your hand, if you do and you know your opponent is not like Kagero or something, then you better call her out. And then next turn, since you have 3 options, but you will be only writing one of these. If you have a killer tail that you can copy, or maybe you have other regards that you can copy, then definitely go with Ember Master and copy them. If not, then just go for Executioner and Soul Charge 3. That way easier. But if you can do like quality soul charging, then better use Ember Master. Then you can soul charge your killer tail, so you can fulfill the requirement to do the counter charging easily, and also restand. Then after that, best ride is to be Scharhrot for sure. Then like based on this, and like say you soul charge another 2 yellow bolt, then now what you have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 souls. And probably if you use killer tail skill once, then you will have 9 souls. Then what you miss is 1 soul for number of Terra, 4 souls for restanding 2. So what you can do is to use killer tail skill again, then you at least have 10 souls right now. Then if you have another executioner, use that skill, then you can have 13 souls. Easy. And after that, you can just probably like swing, put something into soul, draw 2, swing, counterblast, restand, in attacks, soul charge, and draw 2 more cards. Then you at least got 6 cards, 7 cards in hand, 1 for draw, 4 from here, 2 from Chin Drive. And you also get a protect marker depending on you want protect 1 or 2. Most of the time you use protect 1, but if you're confident with your board can stay on the field, then you can feel free to use protect 2. But if you are like having a double number of Terra turn, then if you know that's happening, then you better do protect 1 because they can't intercept. Also, you can just find a good moment to soul charge these guys in, or just place them on the board because Scharhrot will share power to them, so they can still hit most of the stuff, and just intercept with them, put them in the soul, then use them for tanking afterwards. And you just keep playing the same play, drawing, soul charging until you reach 20. Then you put a Hobo Dam ready for 20 souls, and then just swing 5 times with kind of an interesting guard restriction. And you can just like spot your powers here after you activate that skill, because 20 minus 4 is still 17, is still 13 or higher souls, so you can still do the double restand, and you can win from there. And if you want your finger power, then you can just put it here as well. Yeah. So this deck isn't too hard to think what to play because most of the stuff are like a playset off, so that you can get Emblem Master off easier and you can get your pieces since you have like maximized the possibility to draw them by putting 4 copies off. Then you just need to see what you have in hand, what you want to soul charge, what you can soul charge, and try to reach at least 10 souls and then 13 souls. Don't force yourself to go to 13 souls for the first turn unless you really can. Don't like try to use Executioner, maybe I will draw one and get there. If that's the case, then you would rather focus on getting 10 souls first, use Number of Terror to draw your cards, and get the 13 souls next turn and do the double stand there. Because even with 10 souls, you can still counterblast on a standard unit. With Number of Terror, you can still at least draw 4 cards there. So this already nice. Yeah. So that's all that I need to talk about this deck. Feel free to leave me any questions you have, and I will answer them as long as I see them. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Signing off.